Hello all, welcome to Diamonds Divine Creations Dessert Edition. I am your host, Diamond. I thank you all so very much for joining me on tonight. If you would be so kind to please like, share, and subscribe, it would be greatly, greatly appreciated. So as I said, guys, today's delicious dessert recipe, because this is a dessert edition, guys, okay? I know you're probably used to the dinner recipes, but we're going to do a dessert recipe, guys, and it's going to be kind of simple, okay? Just kind of following simple instructions on this one, okay? But we're going to make a cinnamon toast crunch cake, okay? So we have the cinnamon toast crunch cake mix here. We're going to be using some cinnamon toast crunch Cinnadust, okay? We're also going to be using cinnamon toast crunch icing, okay? We're going to be using some caramel. We're going to be using some pecans, guys. And we're also going to be doing a little bit something. We're going to be, the ice cream that we're going to have with this, we're going to be using the Cinnamon Toast Crunch dessert taco shells, okay? So we're going to put our ice cream in this thing here. I haven't decided if we want to do the cake in there too with the ice cream or whatever, but we're going to hook this thing up, guys, okay? So we're going to have us a Cinnamon Toast Crunch fest up in here, guys, okay? So, yeah. As far as the cake, guys, okay? We need 3 eggs. We also need vegetable oil, okay? And water, okay? Yeah, a cup of water as well. So we're just following the instructions on our cake, guys. We're gonna get that going and everything. I already have my pan ready here, okay? So we're gonna get started. You don't have to do anything at all with the Cinnamon Toast Crunch dessert taco shells. They're already ready, set, go. So we're gonna wait till we get ready to, our cake is done and we have it all prepared and ready and everything, and we're ready for the ice cream stuff or what have you. With that, guys, okay? So real simple. I seen all this Cinnamon Toast Crunch stuff and I'm like, I bet that would be so doggone good, y'all. So that's what we're going to be doing, guys. So first things first, we're going to get this opened up, guys. We're going to mix all of our ingredients and we're going to go ahead and get this in the oven, okay? Depending on which pan you're going to use, probably about 25 to 30 minutes. Well, yeah. Yeah. Depending on how fast your oven bakes, okay? Yeah. And it depends on what size. So I would definitely say about 25 to 30 minutes, okay? So we're going to get this opened up. And we're going to dump the entire contents of our Cinnamon Toast Crunch cake in here, guys. Now this recipe only calls for a 1/3 cup of vegetable oil, okay? So we're going to get this all in here and we're going to get this blended up really well. Come on. Oh my goodness. This little egg white part is being extra. They're coming out here. Goodness. Okay, guys. So we're going to put our 3 eggs in here. We're going to put our oil and our water in here and we're going to blend this up really good. And we're going to put it in our pan, okay? It just depends on whatever type of pan you want to use. A bundt pan, your round cake pans or what have you. I'm using one springform pan and I'm going to cut it in half. You're going to see how I'm going to do it later when we get to that point. once we get everything done, guys. So yeah, that's all it is to it as it relates to the cake, guys. And we're gonna blend this up really well. Okay guys, so we have our cake mix blended up. We're just gonna run our spatula along the side. This is real simple. Everybody can make a box cake, right? It's just following simple instructions. Okay. So depending on what kind of pans you want to use, you definitely want to grease or oil and flour the bottom of your pan, unless you are using some parchment paper like I have here or what have you. And you can still spray down the sides if you want to, okay? But I'm using just one pan here, guys. So we're going to empty the content of our cake batter right into whatever pans you decide to use, okay? Make sure you get all that goodness out of there. And like I said, guys, depending on how fast your oven cooks, okay, at the very least 20 minutes, but I would definitely say 25-30 minutes, okay, on your cook time, okay, for this cake here. Okay, and you should have already, I probably should have told y'all, but you should know, preheat your oven in advance. That way your oven is ready, set, go when you put your cake in there, okay? So that's all it is to it, guys. We're going to put this in the oven and we're going to let it bake and do its thing. Actually, I'm going to do a little bit, I'm going to do a little bit of something here, okay, guys? I'm going to drizzle some caramel right on top of our cake mix, okay? And I'm going to dash just a little bit of our cinnamon toast seasoning on there, just like that, okay? Now, I'm going to put it in the oven and bake it, okay, guys? Okay, you all, so there you have it. Our cake is nice and baked and done and everything. We're going to wait for it to cool for a little while, and we're going to get the rest of the show on the roll. Real quick, guys, I want to tell you, for those of you all, whenever you're baking a cake, if you don't want to use two different cake pans to make two different batters or what have you, if you have like a thicker type of pan, like the Springform pan that I'm using here, you can put all of your batter in one pan, and you can use this here, okay? That's how that looks. And you take it and it basically, and you run it across, it basically splits your one layer cake in half and makes two different layers, okay? So you can do that like that if you are ever baking and you don't really feel like making two different layers or two different batters for 2 layer cakes, okay, guys? Also, guys, if I did not tell you already, we are also going to be using Cinnamon Toast Crunch minis, okay? So they're like the little mini balls, as you can see here. We're going to be using this as well, guys, okay? On our cake, as well as our ice cream that we're going to be using, okay, guys? So we're doing Cinnamon Toast Crunch everything today. Okay, guys, so we're going to pop this open like this and lift that up, and there's our cake, guys. Okay, and before we do anything, I think we're gonna cut this into layers. Don't want to just make a whole cake. I'm gonna cut it into layers. Okay. Let's put it on our pan here, guys. I'm going to do it like this. We're going to pick that bottom part off. So I'm just going to flip it over like that. And then we can take this off. And we can peel our parchment paper off here. Guys. If I can get a hold to it. There we go. So if you use parchment paper with yours, which is so much easier to bake with when you do, but it's not necessary. If you grease and flour your pan real good, your cakes will just slide right out. It's not that big of a deal. But it makes baking so much easier when you use the parchment paper. So we peel that off just like that, guys. Okay, and we have our cake here. If you want to keep it in the one layer, you can, and you can flip it back over if you want to. However, I think we're going to do two different layers here. So you're just going to slide this all the way across, just like that, and it's going to like perfectly slice your cake for you. Just like that. So we got us two different layers now, guys, okay? Okay, guys, so we're going to put our bottom half of our cake on there. Look how pretty that is. It's got all the nice little cinnamon stuff in the cake there, guys. So on our bottom layer, we're gonna, if you decide to split it in half, however, if you decide to just do, keep it whole or what have you, look at that icing, y'all. Even the icing has like cinnamon stuff in there. Okay, so this is good for icing your cake here, guys. If you have one of these type of knives or what have you, of course you could use something like this spatula here, and this is used to like smooth your icing across if you want to smooth your icing out. Okay, I guess maybe for those a lot of people use those who are making like cakes professionally or what have you. So we're gonna put us on a glob of our icing here, guys, and we're gonna spread that all the way across our cake. Okay guys, so after you get your icing spread on the bottom half of there, you can get you a nice hot pot or cup, not pot, guys, a nice cup of hot water. Okay, and go back over that icing, and it spreads it like so smoothly across. And it's okay if it drips down the sides, because we're going to put icing on the sides anyway. Okay, so we're just smoothing it out here, just like that, guys. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do with this is we're going to add us a little drizzle of our caramel here. We're going to add just a little bit more of our Cinnadust here. We're going to put on some pecans. If you don't really care for pecans, you can do whatever you like. But I thought pecans would be really good on this, because it kind of reminds me of how I make this cake called an Italian cream cake. Okay, and I use like cream cheese icing. It almost looks like it or whatever, and I use the pecans on it. So I'm like, I bet pecans would be so good on this, okay? So we're just gonna put us some pecans on here, just like that, guys. On there. And we're going to take us a handful of our Cinnamon Toast Crunch minis, and we're going to sprinkle those on there too, just like that. Just a few, however many or little as you would like. Okay? Just like that, guys. And then we're going to put on our top half of our cake. And we're going to place it right on top, just like that. And push down. And we're going to do the same process all over again, guys, okay? Nice big glob of icing here. And we are going to spread it evenly all over our cake, okay? And we're even going to ice in the sides of our cake as well. Just like so, guys. We're going to do the same thing that we did with that the bottom half of the cake. We're going to do it on top of the cake as well, guys. Just like that. Okay, guys, so once you get your cake all icing, like I said, we're going to follow the same steps, and we are going to put all our extra toppings that we did on our first half on our top layer as well, guys, and it's going to be ready, set, go. So that's all you got to do. That's all it is to it. Get your cake. Y'all, I did not realize how many Cinnamon Toast Crunch products they had. They even have some Cinnamon Toast Crunch popcorn. My daughter wants to try that. But they have so much Cinnamon Toast Crunch stuff. And I'm like, oh my God, they just went on like this Cinnamon Toast Crunch frenzy or whatever. But maybe we'll do the Cinnamon Toast popcorn one night, do movie night or something like that. That's what I told my daughter. So we're gonna be doing that as well. So put us a little Cinnadust on here. Okay. Gonna add some more pecans right on the top of here. Just like that. The pecans is optional if you don't want any pecans or what have you. Like this, I feel like this is so jam-packed with flavor. They literally had the cinnamon and everything, and I was like, I told my daughter, and she was like, yeah, Mama, that's why it's called Cinnamon Toast Crunch. So I'm like, okay, touche. Teenagers, y'all, teenagers. So just like that. If you want it all on the sides and stuff like that, to fancy it up or whatever, especially if you're like making this for like a holiday or something like that, that would be cool, honey. But we ain't even doing all that tonight. Toss a few more on here, just like that. Okay, and we are going to add us some of our Cinnamon Toast Crunch minis right on top of here as well, guys. Just like that. I was kind of debating if I wanted to do the regular Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but I'm like, this would kind of go blend in well with the pecans as well. But we actually have both. My daughter loves Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal. If y'all seen how much cereal we have, child, you'd be like, what? My daughter loves some cereal, honey. Cereal and darn chips. She love it. Okay, so you best believe I have to keep cereal in the house at all times. Okay, so just like that, y'all. Okay, and that is our Cinnamon Toast Crunch Cake. Okay, so now we are going to do, and I decided you could do regular vanilla if you want to, guys. However, I decided that I'm going to do butter pecan. I don't know why I felt like butter pecan would taste really, really good with a Cinnamon Toast Crunch Cake, especially since I put the pecans on the cake or what have you with the caramel and everything or whatever. So we're going to be doing butter pecan ice cream. Okay, guys, so we have our butter pecan ice cream. Ready, set, go here. Okay, we're going to open up these. I thought this was really neat. I never seen, well, besides at Taco Bell. You remember Taco Bell back in the day used to have something called a Choco Taco? And it was like this, it was actually a, like a waffle cone in the shape of a taco shell. And it had the ice cream and the chocolate and whatever else was on there or whatever. But I haven't seen anything like that since Taco Bell had that. And then I ran across these and I'm like, oh my goodness. They have Cinnamon Toast Crunch taco shells, y'all, okay? And you get so many in here, so it's like plenty for you to share, okay? So we're gonna get us one out of here. And basically, all you do is, let me try something. Y'all, it's literally, it's literally a taco shell, like a regular taco shell with cinnamon all freaking over it. Just like your regular taco shells, like that you would use to make tacos with. This just has cinnamon like freaking all over it, guys. Look at that. Regular taco shell. Jam-packed with cinnamon, okay? So we're gonna put our taco shell, set our taco shell right there. Let's move some of this other stuff out of the way. Really quick, we're only gonna make up one of these. My daughter, she would much prefer ice cream cup and sprinkles, or with sprinkles on it, after she be having her dinner, honey, so she not gonna eat one of these taco shell things. Okay, so let me put this back in here really quick. And the Cinnamon Toast Crunch taco shells, dessert taco shells, is made by O El Paso. However, all of the other Cinnamon Toast Crunch products, like the Cinnamon Toast Crunch Cake, is Betty Crocker, or what have you, in terms of like brands and different things like that, if you decide to go looking for these things, guys. Okay, so let's set this over here. Okay, y'all, so we are going to use butter pecan ice cream, as I said already, guys. So we're just going to take our scoops of butter pecan ice cream and we're gonna fill up our taco shell just like that. With whatever ice cream you prefer. For some reason, I don't know, maybe just because of the cake or what have you, I'm like, butter pecan would be so good. Okay, so we're gonna put our butter pecan in our taco shell just like that, guys. Okay, and after we do that, then we're going to give it a little caramel drizzle as well, go right across there like that. We're going to put us a little bit of our Cinnamon Toast Crunch just on the top of there as well. Y'all, I've been using this stuff on everything. I'm gonna have to come on. I know y'all probably, if any of you all have ever watched my tea time with Tiffany or what have you, I might do a little coffee segment too, where I do, when I don't do teas, do coffee or whatever. But y'all, I've been making some of the best freaking iced coffee, y'all. And I have the cold cream foam stuff that goes on the top of there. After you make up your iced coffee, you put your ice and your coffee in there. And I put the caramel around the glass, the cold glass, put the ice in there, the coffee in there, my creamer in there. Mix it up really good. Then I put the cold cream on the foam on the top of there, y'all. Just like they do in like the coffee shops and stuff, y'all. And child, put a little bit of drizzle of that caramel on the top of that cold cream foam and some of this Cinnamon Toast Crunch dust. Child, why I do that? I end up drinking about 2-3 cups a darn day, y'all. It's so good. So anyway, that's something for you all to do if you're coffee drinkers. Have your La Barista right at home. Okay, y'all. So we're just putting on us a little bit of pecan right on the top of here. I was kind of going to do something different here. You can try it if you want to, guys. Okay, but I was going to slice the cake, cut a little bit of cake. Put it like just a little bit on the bottom of the taco shell, put the ice cream on top, and then put the topping on there. I think that would have been good as well, okay? That way, with every bite, you have that cake with the taco shell, with the ice cream, with all the toppings. Oh my gosh. So good, okay? So if you want to do it like that, you definitely could. This is optional, but I'm going to drop some of these mini Cinnamon Toast Crunch, or the Cinnamon Toast Crunch minis, that's what they are, right on top of here, just like that. You don't have to be a lot if you don't want it to. Okay, just like that, guys. Okay, so we have our Cinnamon Toast Crunch taco shell with our ice cream, guys. We have our Cinnamon Toast Crunch cake. Okay, and that is our dessert for tonight, guys. Okay, so now we can slice this baby up and enjoy it. If I can find my cake still. Y'all, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. That is your free way of showing your support to the channel. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. I thank you all so very much in advance, guys. Okay, so, all right. So let's see how we want to do this. I can't even use this one. Okay, so guys, so let's slice our cake. Okay, and we're going to put it on our plate here with our ice cream. Just gonna put it side by side here, just like that, guys. Okay, so guys, that's our Cinnamon Toast Crunch cake with our Cinnamon Toast Crunch dessert taco shell, guys. Okay, so that concludes Diamond's Divine Creation Dessert Edition, honey. I hope you all enjoyed. Share it with your family. Have fun with it, okay? So guess what, guys? It's time to eat. Bon appetit. Go ahead, grab you a plate because it is time for our dinner date. Take a bite because this is another Diamond's Delicious Delights. As always, guys, take care of yourself, take care of each other, but most of all, take care of your babies. Until the next time, peace, love, and light. Namaste. I am that I am, created in the image of God.